career start Sunday, marking the Giants' first win this season and the Chargers' first loss. Dart is the first QB to win his first career start against a 3-0 team or better since 2002. And breaking news this morning, unfortunately for the Giants, wide receiver Malik Nabers was carted off the field in the second quarter with what an MRI today confirmed to be a torn ACL, a source told our very own ESPN's Adam Schefter. I mean, we kind of anticipated, but we're hoping not. But there's a confirmation, according to Schefter.
Devastating blow, no doubt. Devastating blow to the organization. Devastating blow to the offense. Devastating blow to Jackson Dart, that was going to be his primary weapon. We all know who Malik Nabers is. 1,475 yards receiving last year. The brother's spectacular. Make no mistake about it. But I'll leave it to Cam and Woody to talk about this, especially in the case of Cam, because I think Odell Beckham Jr. says something about the turf at MetLife Stadium, and you know what? You're the NFL. You're making enough money right now to return the grass, as far as I'm concerned. But I'm not qualified to elaborate on that. I'll leave that to you, Cam.
Yeah, I mean, when you talk about the money that comes in on the day-to-day, and everybody always say, "Bro, Cam, why you always pocket watching?" But the truth is, careers are being impacted. When you see a Malik Nabers situation, Aaron Rodgers situation, when you see a lot of injuries on this specific field or venue, it have you scratching your head a little bit of like, yo, is it really a Grim Reaper out there? You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, when you start to say, does the NFL have the capabilities to bring back natural grass to certain venues? I mean, some NFL venues do, some NFL venues do not. But when you talk about other sports, what do you say? Soccer,
World Cup,
they don't play. It's a non-negotiable for them. So those are things that you got to look back. But one thing about the New York Giants, Brian Daboll ain't never smiled that happy to me. I'm looking at him at the end of the game. I said, golly, he cheesing. He happy. But Jackson Dart has this energy about him that he got a little sauce to him. He got a little swag to him. I like that Dart. You know what I'm saying? But this is the thing that Jackson Dart is doing that Russell Wilson wasn't. Running.
right?
Bro, run.
Right.
At the end of it all, you can run. And Jackson Dart has done that. And running, not just to say, hey, this is a big scramble. Hey, let's get a 4-yard scramble right here. Hey, let's get a 6-yard. Hey, then you get a 16-yarder. Those type of runs are devastating and throws off the flow for opposing defenses. So that's something that I was looking at to say, like, okay, he's got the capability or the remedy that he's willing to do something that other guys were not willing to do.
A couple things. I think that that Malik Nabers injury, it reminds me like a couple years ago when Aaron Rodgers tore his Achilles in MetLife. If you remember, the first game of the year, the Jets were playing Buffalo. They won the game, but they lost the war with Aaron Rodgers tearing his Achilles. I fear the same thing could happen in this particular case. Make no mistake about it, Malik Nabers is a star, an absolute star, maybe their best player on their team. And so you lose him, that's a big blow. That's number one. I will say this, Jackson Dart, Cam Scottaboo, their rookie running back, you know what they brought? Juice. It literally popped out of the screen when you were watching the game, and it spilled over to the Giants defense. Giants defense had been playing up to expectations until yesterday when they played against a very good Los Angeles Chargers team. And so the young fella used his legs, and that was by design. They ran a lot of quarterback design runs. They ran it 42 times yesterday. Yeah. That's not by accident. That was designed. So that's got to be the formula for them moving forward. Use the young man legs, play to your defense, see if you can win football games.
I will say this, though. Think about Odell Beckham Jr., I think about Aaron Rodgers, I think about Malik Nabers. I'm wondering how many people have had ACL injuries at MetLife. I'm just curious.
No, or soft tissue, non-contact issues.
Right.
Those are things from hamstrings. You can add that in there too, because you're overexerting yourself.
Nick Bosa tore his ACL at MetLife.
Come on now.
I mean, so
it's a
like
Grim Reaper over there, dog. That it got to be studied.
Yeah.
But this is the thing about the Giants, right? the play calling didn't really change, right? Now, did we dial it back and want to run the football? That's a winning recipe in any NFL organization. You have to run the football. But when you start to see, or when you have seen in the past what Coach Brian Daboll wants to do, he wants to run your quarterback. He tried to run Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson just didn't have the capacity.
He's not the athlete.
He's not that guy in regards to that. And I don't think Russell Wilson wants to run. He's shown that. Every time he gets close to, he's sliding. Well, with Jackson Dart with fresh legs, I mean, my dog saying, man, I'll
stiff arming people.
You think what I'm saying? And he's giving the Giants an edge and something that they haven't had in years.
And hope. And
right?
We clearly see that Brian Daboll, this is the guy that the man wants. This guy, Jackson Dart, is who Brian Daboll wants behind center.
Yes.
You heard it in the preseason, but you could see.
Right.
This is who he wants.
Right.
And it's very, very clear he's got the guy behind center that he wants. And I tell you something right now, it's going to be interesting to see if Jackson Dart reminds any of us of a Josh Allen. Certainly not as big, but it's going to be interesting to see that because obviously Brian Daboll had a lot to do with the growth and maturation.
So I got a question
of Josh
for you.
Allen.
Did they wait too long to put him in?
I felt that you should have put him in late in the game against who did they play after the Cowboys when they lost week 3? I'm trying to remember that block. But they were losing the Chiefs. They're Chiefs Sunday night. That's right, last Sunday night. They should have put him in late that game. And the times that they did insert him, it was to hand off the ball or run with it. No, you should have let him drop back to pass and get him warmed up. But I was thinking it was a mistake to put him against the Chargers, and it turned out to be the right thing to do. So I can't knock them for that.
For all the hesitation and waiting for them to name him the starter, it was clear the shift the moment that they did, and you can see it across the whole team. All right, let's switch over to the Giants.
Their frustrated rookie quarterback, Cam Ward, keeping it real after the game.
I mean, we keeping the buck right now, we ass. So we 0-4. We have, at this point, we got nothing to lose. We dropped a quarter of our games, and we've yet to do anything. So we have to lock in.
Why is that? Why is that?
It's like listening to the Shifty.
I've never seen such laughter on this set before.
I don't even know what that means. What is that?
We keep it a buck, meaning we keep it.
We keep it a what?
Buck, 100, keeping it 100.
Oh, okay.
We we're not good. We're ass. I can't translate that for you.
He's right. That's true. That team's awful.
Oh my
They're
God.
absolutely awful. And I tell you what, it's like, now here's the thing. You want to see a team that doesn't know how to play
Develop
with a
a quarterback, yeah.
Watch this team. This poor kid gets sacked every 6th time he drops back to pass. Like, it's almost like they have no clue. And it's just like they're not long for it. This was one of the worst coach teams, I think, last year, safe to say. They won 2 games or whatever. And this poor kid goes in there. They don't have a concept of what you do with a rookie quarterback. They're just sitting them out there. And shame on them. Don't ruin this kid. Shame on him.
They changed play callers.
Yeah, how'd that work?
He is so talented and had everything in the world going for him coming out of college. And we say it all the time, far more young quarterbacks in this league are ruined than developed. I'm not suggesting he's ruined. It's 4 games. But when you've got the rookie quarterback, the first pick of the draft up there saying to keep it a buck, we are that. I mean, that's about as bad as it gets.
That's emotional frustration right there, and that is a detriment to your head coach. That your rookie after the month of September feels